Hey gang, I'm Carl Cheney and this is episode 45 of the CBD Source Podcast. Happy Friday. This is the CBD Source Podcast, your source for all things CBD. Coming up on the show, we've got a lot of breaking news today. Dani does her first solo C-Body blip with breaking cannabis news from the NFL. Later on, our vape expert Anthony Maltese talks vape devices, including SMOK Alternative Series devices for CBD or THC cartridges. We spoke with them at MJ BizCon. We'll play a little of that. Anthony's filling up that hot little vape lounge with guests this time, as he has a roundtable vape discussion with our Reddit Maven and Wrap Up girl Cass, as well as Cannabidiet Chef Ryan's fiancé Rebecca, whom you might remember from our New Jersey Cannabis Convention episodes 25 and 26, when we drug her down to AC and got her on mic for a good portion of that trip. They also got to talking about something that's happening right now, as DC is voting on whether flavored nicotine vape will be federally banned or not. If you vape or enjoy vape talk, listen to episodes 23 and 24, which I titled, Is My Vape Killing Me? 1 and 2, if you want to find the answer to that question. Make sure to tune into our Wednesday 4:20 Eastern Hemp Day giveaway live show on Instagram and Facebook Live. We'll be giving away a SMOK Alternative Series vape device, as well as our own Catskill Hemp Co brand CBG Rich Hemp. Near the end of the show, we had a ton of fun unboxing and smoking Catskill Hemp Co CBD Flower, Hawiian Haze, Sour Space Candy, and CBG. After we sampled all of them, we had a Vape Ring versus Hemp Smoke Ring Battle. And another member of the show surprised us and joined us in our sesh. You'll find out. Stay tuned. But first, Cannabidiet Chef Ryan Weber has some breaking news that might put a smile on some hemp farmers' faces. Let's dive right into it. This is the CBD Source Podcast.
Gang, you're listening to the CBD Source Podcast.
All right, gang, so we got Chef Ryan Weber in here, our Cannabidiet chef, and we're just going to talk about, you were telling me something that just broke yesterday. We've got a lot of breaking news in this episode, so what's the deal?
So actually yesterday, checking my email, I got the U.S. Hemp Roundtable, and it said, great news from the USDA. Thank you for raising your voice. So anybody that does advocate for hemp, CBD, cannabis, in that field, you've acted, you wrote your senators, you wrote, the government, and they listened, they acted. Every little bit helps, along the way. But the U.S. Hemp Roundtable stated that the USDA and DEA have reached an agreement to remove the requirement for hemp farmers to have their crops tested in a DEA registered lab.
So the USDA is the United States Department of Agriculture. We're burying the lead here. What exactly came out of this?
So basically they're saying here that the disposal of hot hemp you can actually reuse.
What do you mean? They don't have to slash and burn hemp that's testing a little too high for THC?
It doesn't have to be destroyed. So this morning I walked in and got another email from the U.S. Hemp Roundtable saying that as long as your farm is up to par, pretty much up to date on its licenses, everything's running legit, they're not going to raid your farm. They're not going to make you destroy your hot hemp, which is hot hemp would be considered
0.4% THC.
That would be considered hot, and they would usually make you destroy it. Now you don't have to destroy it.
That is a fucking win for the little guy, especially for hemp farmers. So many times these crops are growing and you don't know until the batch is able to be tested if it's hot or not. So up until now, hemp farmers that, you start growing a batch and you get it tested, you send the biomass once it's big enough to be able to cut it and send to one of these DEA labs, Drug Enforcement Agency, that's what it stands for. We send it to one of those labs, they test it, and as long as it's not above 0.3% THC by weight, then you're good to grow it. But if it's a tiny like percentage of a point over 3, you're now growing marijuana. That's weed you're growing, and you're required to destroy it. You can't keep any of it, even if there's so much CBD in it. Even if it's just like jam packed with CBD, all that CBD is just going in the trash or like getting burnt and destroyed. So this is great news. What do they do with the hot hemp though? What do they do with it?
It doesn't state, but it says it's able to be reused. So how they do that, I don't know. Do they send it to legal states? Do they send it to legal dispensaries?
And how hot? This is something we're gonna have to like follow up on, because like this is just breaking and new information. I want to know like how hot are they letting it be? Also, I think one of the things that it was saying in that article was that one of the reasons why they don't have to send it to a DEA lab is because there are just so few of them. Like some states don't even have one, or like only have one, and there's so many hemp farms that like there's just not enough DEA labs to test all of this hemp, and it's causing like a bottleneck in the industry where they can't get it tested and to market fast enough because there just aren't enough labs to verify that it's under the legal limit THC wise. So it's good for the industry. There's going to be a lot more hemp coming out a lot faster, I guess, and not having to have that constant fear that you're growing an entire acres of hemp and you don't know for sure if it's gonna pop hot and you're gonna have to like slash and burn all of that. So that's great. This is all of us, gang. This is a win for everyone. And I would say if you're not subscribed to the Hemp Roundtable email, they send out free emails, I think like every day or every couple days. And whenever they have some issue or some petition or something like that they need voices and they need your name and your vote or whatever, it's a great way for the hemp community, the CBD community, the cannabis community to be able to quickly be notified and jump on things like this. And then sometimes it actually works, like enough voices come together and now things are getting changed. So this is great. We will definitely follow up on this, and we will like elaborate more as more information comes. And I want to talk to, if you're a hemp farmer and you had hot hemp in previous years, I want to find the farm that had to destroy the most, what is now not considered hot as far as growing. Like what farmer had to destroy the most hemp, or how much actual biomass, like in weight or in acreage, did you have to destroy? How many plants did you have to rip up or shred or burn or whatever? And also, how did they used to dispose of them? Like, it would be interesting to hear some sad stories. If you've got a story about destroying your hemp because it was testing a little too hot, give us a call, 1-833-CBD-GANG, 1-833-223-4264. We want to hear from you. We want to play your calls in the air because this is fascinating to me, and it's always interesting how hemp laws are changing all the time. It'll be really interesting to see some sad stories from hemp farmers out there who had to destroy a ton of material. And like Anthony Sullivan said, hemp is not cheap. You're talking $1 a seed. So if you're growing an entire field, that's not only the money you put out, the money you're also paying for the land, the money you paid to water,
farm,
right, water, farm, all the people, all the laborers, you went from seedling all the way up to like how far along in the process do you get before you find out that it's too hot, that you have to destroy it? This is all stuff I want to know. I want to talk to a farmer. If you're a farmer, give us a call, and maybe we'll do a whole segment with you. But I'm glad that this is happening, and we'll definitely follow up on that.
Now, I don't want to give false information, so I just want to make it clear that it's a step forward. Right here from the direct email, the requirement that the lab testing hemp must be registered by the DEA has been eliminated for this crop season and will be delayed until October 2021, or whatever the final rule is published, whichever comes first. it's in the right direction. As of right now, it's fine. You can reuse it. You don't have to destroy it. So it's being pushed in the right direction. So every little bit, every little milestone, and this is a huge one already.
Yeah, the real question I have is how hot can it be? Can it be 1% instead of 0.3%? Can it be 30%, 35%? Like, are we allowed to grow weed now? Is that what's going on? I just want to know what the actual limit is on what hot hemp would be considered.
Once we find out, we'll let everybody know.
Yeah, we'll let you know next episode. We'll try to research this a little bit more because this is brand new breaking news. Awesome. Thanks, Ryan. Thanks for telling me. Thanks for bringing this up, and I'm glad we got to get this on before we push this episode to air.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, good news. Anything step forward for hemp and cannabis.
This episode of the CBD Source podcast is sponsored by
Catskill Hemp Co. The CBD Source podcast broadcasts from New York's Catskill Mountains, and it's great to finally be able to unveil our own line of CBD and CBG flower. You can purchase Catskill Hemp Co. brand flower at any CBD Source location in New York or Pennsylvania. You can find a CBD Source location nearest you on cbdsourcecenter.com. If you're a proprietor of a retail shop that sells CBD or CBG products and would like to carry Catskill Hemp Co.'s 3 strains of top-shelf smokable hemp flower, Hawiian Haze, Sour Space Candy, or CBG, you can buy direct from us wholesale by just going to catskillhempco.com and scrolling down to the bottom. Thanks again, gang, for supporting the show.
Hey gang, you're listening to the CBD Source podcast. You'll find links to all of the show's social media, including Cole's personal Instagram, on our website, cbdsourcepodcast.com.
Let CBD help you achieve the body you deserve. This is C-Body with Dani.
What's up, gang? It's Dani from C-Body. Hope you're all doing well with whatever you're doing recently in your fitness life. Today with an exclusive little blip and breaking news from the NFL. So remember from episode 38 when we were talking about all those big guys, the people that Colin Ryan bumped into without me at MJ BizCon, which is an awesome opportunity. I'm so glad you guys got to go. But it's okay. I'll go with you next time. If you listen to that episode, we also talked about the MLB dropping their cannabis policy. And we happened to mention that, we were keeping our fingers crossed that the NFL was going to loosen their restrictions on the cannabis policy. And it looks like those dreams are coming to fruition. A sports lawyer named Darren Hitteron tweeted on February 20th, 2020. He dropped a CBA proposal for the NFL, which is a collective bargaining agreement. And it states whether, they're going to be updating locker rooms or upgrading people's pay. But the biggest thing was the changes to their drug policy. It narrows the testing window of THC from 4 months to 2 weeks at the start of training camp, reduces the penalties to players who test positive for THC, eliminating any game suspensions strictly for positive tests, reduces the number of players subjected to testing for THC, and increases the nanogram limit from 35 nanograms to 150 nanograms. This is a lot of playroom, believe it or not. Even though nanograms are like itty bitty, it's a lot of playroom for testing. So that means that players won't be penalized for what they do in their spare time, whether it be for recreational or for their health if they're in a lot of pain. So by the NFL doing this, or at least proposing this, they will be the latest sports group to loosen restrictions on cannabis. When I think about it, I'm trying to relate this to me kind of like I get performance anxiety, whether I be in a classroom or at the gym. It's really, really funny. A lot of people won't admit this. When you go to the gym by yourself, it's a little nerve-wracking because you feel like everybody's staring at you. It's like, wow, do I look like an idiot? But then, you finally get comfortable. I have a really funny story. I'm gonna take a pause in the breaking news just to tell you guys this little story. When I first started going to the gym about 2 years ago, the trainers that I met that actually helped me get into shape, or get back into shape, I should say. I was working off of a machine, and it's really funny to crack myself up every time. Every time the trainers and we talk about this, we can't stop laughing because of the way he just came about and introduced himself. I was working on my legs. I forgot what move I was doing, but I guess I wasn't doing it the right way. And he came up to me and he said, "You're doing that wrong, right?" And now, mind you, this man is a lot bigger than me, taller than me, very intimidating. And then here I am, I'm a peanut. So I look at him, I went to the gym, didn't talk to anybody, just went there to go get my stuff done. So I looked at him and I said, "No, I didn't." And he's like, "Yeah, my wife and I, we've been watching you for the past 10 minutes and you kind of look like an idiot." And I'm like, "Whoa, okay there, buddy, you can chill out." And he was like, "No, I wanna help you." So after that, we got to talking and we really, we hit it off. And, I mooch off of his knowledge ever since. And he is now officially a master trainer with the ISSA, which is a training agency. It's online schooling. It's very official, and I'm extremely proud of him. So now getting back to what I was saying with the performance. So imagine performance anxiety by allowing the players to partake in cannabis. Depending on the state laws, it will help players chill out, play hard, and win, along with help in recovery time. Because from people's experience, I can't definitely vouch for this because I'm not a doctor, but I can say that it has definitely helped me in recovery. I know from other people that it's helped them in recovery, it's helped them sleep, and imagine NFL players go through a lot of head contusions. So by taking CBD, it might really help them chill out and take away some of their pain. The owner of the Cowboys, Jerry Jones, has mentioned in interviews that the NFL will feel the need to modernize towards the view of cannabis. And I find that extremely funny because in episode 38, we were talking about a cowboy. So speaking of cowboys, David Irving is going to be getting reinstated to the NFL. Let's go, number 95. Coming from I'm a very big Cowboys fan. I've grown up watching the Cowboys every single Thanksgiving because they always play on Thanksgiving. I just grew up because, my dad's a Cowboys fan, and I just grew to love them. And David Irving, number 95, broke this news exclusively on his Instagram story. Cowboys fans, the last time we saw David Irving on the field was in 2018, and he only played 2 games with the Cowboys, and he got 4 tackles and something along those lines. I completely forget. The next year, March 2019, he was suspended indefinitely due to violating the drug policies. And he's a huge CBD advocate, and he also has his own company, Cannabis Passport.
All right, I'm here with David Irving. What position did you used to play? You were on the Cowboys, right?
I was. This is my first year not playing for the past 4 years. I started off at nose guard my first game. I wound up playing all across the line, defensive tackle, defensive end, both sides. Wherever they needed me, I filled in.
So now you're getting into the CBD game now that you're out of the NFL?
I am. Cannabis in general, CBD, marijuana, everything.
It's awesome. What do you think about that the NFL doesn't allow CBD, players to use CBD for recovery and things like that?
I really don't understand it. I feel like on a larger scale, maybe they're in bed with the pharmaceutical companies because they sure do force pills down our throats. The NFL prescribed me Oxys, Hydros, Xanax, Ambient, Seroquel, and gabapentin.
You could be on all that while you're playing, but no CBD.
Exactly, and it's all natural. It's never harmed anyone. It's actually a neuroprotectant. So my company, Cannabis Passport, it's the world's first rolling paper magazine. And we're actually donating proceeds to a Harvard study on CTE. And we're going to show how CBD and THC help. THC too helps with your brain. It's a neuroprotectant. We have receptors for this stuff.
Yeah, the endocannabinoid system and everything.
Yeah, so you know your stuff, and everyone needs to know a little bit more, and maybe they'll be a little more accepting. I think it's just an old way of thinking.
How tall are you? I'm not used to looking up to people like this.
I am 6'8" and 300 pounds.
Holy shit. Are a lot of NFL players like wanting to take CBD and just can't, or what?
Well, see, the hard part is, I mean, you're an NFL player, you live a certain lifestyle, you grew up a certain way, you smoke weed. CBD and THC is in the weed I smoke. So my thing is, if I've been for me for example, I've been smoking since I was 13, 12 really. Always had a 3.5 or higher, never been in trouble with the law. Every game the NFL seen me play while they were scouting me, I was highly medicated. Every game you guys seen me play in the NFL, I was highly medicated.
Wow.
The problem is I can't go to a dispensary and say, hey, let me get your CBD flower, you know? It's like you take what you could get. They don't even have dispensaries in Texas for you to get that shit. So you go to a party, you in the club, badass female come over with her friends, you're all probably gonna be smoking and drinking and doing other stuff. So it just happens. It's a part of our life. It's a part of our culture. Weed is here now. Cannabis is here. It's not the 80s anymore. It's not like, it is what it is. And I feel like times have changed and people need to catch up with it.
Hell yeah, wake up NFL. You heard it here.
It was a time when everyone was hitting lines in the locker rooms or hitting cigs at practice. Like now we smoke weed on our downtime. It's not a big deal.
Wow, who knew that most of the NFL smoking weed? That's cool. They don't test for THC or anything? They don't run it?
That's the problem. They do test for THC, and they shouldn't.
So everyone's got like the covert way to go clean on those tests.
It's hard to go clean, man. They test you worse than they test felons on probation. Like, we have to take our shirt off. We have to take our pants and underwear to our knees, and they have to watch it exit your dick.
Wow. So how the hell do
you don't take a cup and leave. You don't turn your back. No, they watch it come out.
You put a prosthetic dick with the piss bag?
I tried. I ordered one, but it was like a white dick. So it didn't look right.
That is hilarious. Well, listen, on our show, we have a sports section called C-Body with Dani. Dani's our CBD fitness guru. Normally, I would be doing an interview with an athlete with her, but she's not here. But we definitely want to have you on, maybe over Skype or something like that. And,
I'd love to, definitely. Just let me know when. We'll connect here after this.
Awesome. Dani, we will be doing this together. Thanks so much, man.
Hey, of course.
And you're here representing Wild Hemp today, or you're a rolling paper company?
So this is my cannabis passport. I founded this with the guy behind you, John, when I left the NFL this March. So what it is 100 rolling papers, which is more than anyone's given you, 100 filter tips, which is more than anyone's given you, and we write on ours with soy ink, making it the world's first rolling paper magazine. So each new round, we could print new things on them. If we have companies or people we're working with, we could put ads in there. We could feature people. We could feature movements. We could put whatever we want in here. And it's high quality paper too.
Smart innovation. Very cool.
And yeah, we partnered up with Wild Hemp and figured we'd come out and spread the love, the cannabis passport love, the Wild Hemp love. So here we are.
Awesome, man. It was great talking to you. And we'll definitely reach out and we'll talk to you soon, on our actual show where we'll have good volume and, whatever. It won't be all this ambience and stuff. Cool, man. Great. Awesome. Thanks a lot. Cool.
I actually really respect him for leaving his passion to pursue another passion that can help a lot of people. CBD helps a lot of people. So by him saying, you know what, I don't care about your suspension, I'm going to retire. So now, since the NFL is, having more of a lax drug policy, he wants to get reinstated. And by that, he gets to pursue two passions. He gets to pursue his cannabis passion, and he also gets to pursue his sports passion. He is a fantastic player, and I hope that we get to interview him again really soon and get to have a one-on-one, and we get to, the listeners of the CBD Source podcast get to hear more about him and his life and what made him truly love cannabis. So I'm hoping for the best. I'm rooting for you, number 95, and I really hope you officially get reinstated back to the Cowboys. That's pretty much the end of this breaking news. I am so excited that the NFL is deciding to get on board with the rest of the sports in this world. The Olympics was the first, then we got the NHL, then we got MLB, and now it's going to be the NFL. This is fantastic. The world is finally realizing that cannabis, the stigma is loosened because people are realizing that it's helping people. So that's all I pretty much gotta say. So if any of you ever have like a gym question or anything that you want to run by, just hit me up on my email, Danielle@cbdsourcepodcast.com, or you can hit me up on my Instagram, C_bodyfitness_Dani, and I will definitely get back to you. So peace out, gang.
Making your workout less pain, more gain. The CBD Source Podcast.
Warning. The following podcast contains nicotine, fat clouds, coarse language, and other adult shit. It is intended for a mature audience. Listener discretion is advised.
You've just entered the CBD Source Vape Lounge with all the CBD vape you can vape. The CBD Source Vape Lounge is packed today. Let's see who Anthony is vaping with this time. Follow Vape, bitch.
Hey, what's up, gang? It's Anthony from the CBD Source Podcast Vape Lounge. I'm here with
Rebecca
and Kaz.
Woot woot.
Yeah.
So what are we talking about, guys?
I guess we're gonna talk some vape.
All right, sounds good.
You guys vape, right?
Yep.
What kind of vapes do you guys have?
I have a Boulder, and I also have the SMOK. What is it called? It's green.
Novo?
No.
Nord?
You always forget this. It's the I think it's the N17.
N19. The Priv.
Okay.
The Priv N19.
Gotcha.
I know it's green because it's my favorite color. Green.
It's super warm in here.
I like it. I'm
It's
usually
nice.
cold. Well, I guess I'll start. Why not? I usually like to vape the desserty flavors. I feel like it kills two birds with one stone. Like, I feel like if I vape the dessert flavors, it cuts the craving to want a cigarette and the craving to actually want something sweet.
Yeah, I've heard people that use vape for like I don't want to say weight loss, but like kind of not eating shitty food.
Mm-hmm.
And
I could totally see that happening because I use it like that. Like, I have one that's tiramisu flavored, and let me tell you, it's delicious.
Ooh, that's interesting.
It is really good.
Do you like fruity flavors at all, or mostly just like desserts?
Usually just desserts. I haven't really come across a fruity one that I've really gotten into.
Mm-hmm.
I'm open to try, though.
Gotcha. What about you, Cass?
I'm a fruit person.
What's your favorite flavor?
Well, actually, it's called Wukong, and it's just like a bunch of different fruits. I have no idea what fruits, but it's really good.
Wukong? Like
Wukong, like Wukong.
Okay.
And what kind of vape do you have?
I have, however you want to say it, SMOK smoke. I got yelled at. Dwayne yelled at me for calling it SMOK. So.
Well, technically, Colin and I were talking to somebody from them, and they call themselves SMOK.
Yeah.
Good.
Yep.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
There's
when Ryan,
one O.
Yeah.
No E.
When Ryan and Colin went to MJBizCom and they came back with these little reusable bags, and I said, is it SMOK or is it smoke? And he's like, well, the guys there said it was SMOK. I was like, okay.
Definitely SMOK.
SMOK, how do you pronounce that? Because we always pronounce it SMOK.
Yeah, SMOK.
SMOK?
You're
So,
right. Yeah, exactly.
We actually sell your vape mods.
Oh, cool. Thank you. So as everybody known, or as a fans of those kind of vape industry or product finds of our products, we're actually a kind of a big name in the very vape industry.
Yeah, you are.
So what we're exhibiting or showing today was actually the whole new devices and departments, which is more focusing on the CBD and also THC side.
Oh, we love that. We love when it goes towards CBD because that's what we're all about.
Thank you. So what we were showcasing today was actually three different categories. So what you saw here was actually the 2 different kinds of cartridges, and we have 2 more coming up in the very Q1. And then on the second part, we have all those kind of disposables like this one. This is definitely my favorite.
What is that?
So this is Luna, as you can tell here, all those different colors, and then you can actually give it a try and then feel it by yourself. It's a very solid and strong touch.
Cool. So this looks sort of like a very fat pen, but very short. It's almost like a pen. I'm trying to explain it for audio.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
It's like the cap of a pen, but a very big, thick cap of a pen, but really nice, sleek looking.
Yes.
Almost like a AA battery, but a little longer size. I guess
right.
Like that,
I mean, for us, this was actually more on the elegant side, which we tried to,
really nice.
Yes,
Beautiful.
we tried to make it compatible both for CBD and also THC with different like intake holes and things like that.
Cool. Like
so. Yeah.
All right, so where are the different intake holes? Like maybe you can explain it to me.
Okay, so as you can see here, so we have all those kind of the filling holes on the sides, 2 sides, and then you can see from here we have those intakes, which is 1.8 millimeters, which is more perfect for like the THC side because the oil is very thick.
Right, thick oil.
And then for CBD side, and we have like 1.2 and also 1.0 availables, and then it really depends on the veracity of how dense the oil can be.
Okay.
So we can make all those kind of very customized
Very
for your
cool.
brand and with your labels or.
And if it's legal in your state or
yes,
whatnot.
exactly. That is the most important part.
Right.
Yeah.
So it looks like on the end of this almost lipstick tube or whatever you want to call it, there's 3 holes. And is this where
It's
you
4 actually.
4 holes?
Yeah.
Okay. So is this where you plug it in, or this is where you take a hit off of it?
So when you just fill in on the sides, and then you will have a cap, and then you will have a rubber to put them on, and then you have a cap or like the vape drape to put it up, to put it back on. So later on, we will show you a finished product with all those THC and also CBD filling inside.
Cool.
Yes.
Film this a little bit.
And we
Ryan.
would like to invite everybody to test out all those samples.
Yeah, we'll test it out.
Yes. Because, I mean, smoke is already known on the vape side, but we're actually quite new on the cannabis side.
Oh, nice.
So we would like to have everybody to try to test it out.
That's great that you're expanding into the other side.
Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah,
So
I'm going to take a look at some of these.
those were the more traditional side on those batteries, and we have the Minovo, and also we have McNair, and we have all those like the Mid-Tax.
Those look like little cool Zippos almost. They're really beautiful
Yes.
little. These are tiny. Are they batteries, and they're also for cartridges, or you load them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Those are all the batteries which is compatible with the 510 cartridges.
Right.
So that's what we do here today, and we have 2 more coming up very soon on the next quarter.
Cool.
Yeah.
Can we try some right now? Do you have any samples that we can test out?
Our partners is actually on his way to the show site. We can probably try that later on today or maybe early tomorrow.
All right, we'll double back.
Yes.
Do you have any that we could give away to our fans on the show or something?
Just give me the best address where I can send you all those bunch of samples to, and then we would be love to send all those kind of samples or free giveaways to fans.
Great. All right, gang, we're gonna get some samples of these SMOK vape products. So definitely, it's gonna be cool. We're building up that CBD Source stash box of prizes. We're gonna have a ton of prizes coming out of this, Rye.
Oh yeah, definitely are.
Nice meeting you, Summer from
Thank
SMOK.
you for having us.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Great.
Have a great show.
Awesome.
I guess we'll talk about SMOK and their alternative series. So Cull and I last week we unboxed some SMOK alternative series stuff, and it works for vape, and it works for CBD, and it works for cannabis. So they do everything if you want to vape your nicotine or if you want to vape your concentrates or whatever. They make a lot of cool shit.
And this is like a system, a pod system, or
so basically
device?
it's a device that houses like a 1 mil or a half mil cart. So you can buy those pre-filled from a dispensary or from CBD source stores. Granted, we only have the CBD variation, so if you want anything more, you have to go to your dispensary. But yeah, it'll work with all of that stuff. It's pretty convenient. And they worked pretty well too.
What are you vaping right now?
So I use a UL Caliburn. I've had a lot of pod systems, and the reason I like this one the most is the pods just last like super long. And believe it or not, Koi actually, I don't know if they licensed it or if they partnered with UL, but there's the Koi vape, and it's essentially a Caliburn it's black with gold koi logos on it, and it's basically the same thing, and it's used for their CBD e-liquids.
I'm gonna stick to SMOK.
The Nord and the Fetch. Love the Fetch.
Oh, the Fetch is awesome.
I want to see that.
It's like it looks like a box.
Oh, cute.
It's like a mix between the Nord and the RPM.
Okay.
Or whatever it's called.
It's like a pod mod. That's like the new thing. Everybody's making like pod systems that go up to like 40, 80 watts, and it's kind of cool. It's convenient. Smart.
For now.
Yeah, until they can't. And we're going to get into that, the whole PMTA deadline in May. It's going to be very tough for manufacturers to release new product after that. Have you guys heard of that at all?
I haven't.
Nope.
Enlighten me, please.
It's a big bummer. So basically we have the PMTA deadline coming up in May. That's going to be an interesting one. So basically any manufacturer who has a product on the market after August of 2016 would have to apply and be approved for a PMTA standing for pre-market tobacco approval. It's a very expensive process. It's a very difficult process. And from what, the manufacturers I've talked to, it's going to be very hard for anybody to get approved just because of the variables. So nicotine vaping is in a bit of trouble at the moment. There's also a bill that's being voted on today, actually. Today is Thursday, February 27th, and that would outright ban flavored e-liquid throughout the country. Now, none of this would affect CBD vape, so you CBD vapors are in the clear for now. But yeah, that's what's new with vape. It's very uncertain. We may see something similar to like what the UK is doing with short fills. So basically a short fill is you buy a bottle of like base and it comes with a flavor shot and you mix like the two, you shake, it's like a shake and vape kind of deal. But that would kind of, overstep this. It's hard to regulate flavoring and VG and PG. So granted, the bill does have language in it that would ban base materials and flavor additives. So that is going to be hard to enforce, but the language is there. So they're pretty much doing an all-encompassing, there's no getting through. And that's that. So if you're a nicotine vapor, please contact your senators, your assembly people, and urge them to oppose these bills. You have to speak up. You have to be heard. Otherwise, it's going to be bad. Unless there's any loopholes, it's going to be really tough come May. No more fun new stuff. But this doesn't apply to CBD vape or anything like that, so you guys are safe if you only vape CBD. But
nope.
You'll have
I do on occasion.
You will have a lesser range of devices to vape your CBD out of, but your CBD liquid will still be available.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Kind of blows.
Yeah, big time. And there's actually a vote going on this week in the Senate to ban flavored liquid federally.
Federally, that's the whole country.
Nationwide,
right. Wow.
Granted, if it passes today, it still has to go through the House, and there's other, steps for it, but it's definitely a shitty first step,
I mean, if it does pass through, what's the timeline that we're looking at to get stuff off shelves and have to purchase it?
Here's the crazy part. So the ban is also going to include menthol cigarettes. So, yeah, menthol cigarettes will have 1 year from the date of the bill passing into law to get off the market, whereas vape products will have 30 days.
Wow. I don't see how that's fair.
Let's see who's behind this. Big tobacco.
Money.
Makes the world go around.
Yeah.
I don't see how that's fair, though. It should be the same timeline.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I mean, unless there's loopholes and stuff, it's going to be very weird.
Yeah. So make sure you call your reps, people.
For real. Load up.
Yeah.
You can.
By the time this episode airs, the vote will already have happened, but there's other steps, so don't not call. You have to call. Find out who your senators are, your assembly people, and blow them up. Well,
absolutely.
I'm not gonna say don't blow them up. I mean, blow up their phones. Don't.
Leave them multiple messages opposing the flavor ban, please.
30-minute lunch, you can get about 30 calls in.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know, because when I was calling, it took about 5 minutes because they have you on the runaround.
Of course they do.
There's emails going around too. You can just email the White House and shit. It's very easy.
That put on blast. You can actually preset your computer to like every 5 minutes send that email.
Wow.
Wouldn't that be cool?
That's great.
Yeah.
Now, Cass, I have a question for you. I've overheard you talking a while ago about your nic levels and how you mix them to get like an 8 nic. How do you do that?
So I get it from a local shop near me, and they actually mix it by hand there. So they can even do to the 0.1 nicotine level, which is pretty great.
Oh, that's cool. I thought you did it yourself.
Oh, no, I'm not that special.
Oh.
Wait, so what nicotine level do you use?
I'm at 8 right now.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What about you, Aunt?
I do, generally I do 3. If I use salt nic, then I do the lowest that I can find, which is usually like 20 or 25. What about you?
Oh, okay. We're gonna go there. If I'm using my SMOK, usually try to stick to like a 6. But if I use my Boulder, anywhere is between 25 to 50.
You rock a 50?
Yeah, I actually have a pre-filled in there. Not a pre-filled, but disposable. That's a 60 that I rock on.
Hot damn!
I can't even deal with like 25 salt nic. Oh my god.
Really? What does it do to you?
Well, Tyler bought it on accident because he knows absolutely nothing about vape anything.
Does he vape?
He tried to quit cigarettes and it makes him like not really cough, but gives him a lot of mucus, I guess the moisture of the I don't know. But he brought it home and I had just gotten the SMOK Morph 19.
You put it in the Morph?
Don't even, Anthony, I had no idea what I was doing.
Oh,
we
my
were
God.
out of liquid, we were drunk, so we needed some nicotine.
Oh.
Okay, so I put it in and I took one hit of it and I was on my back on the couch, like spinning.
You maybe should have just had a cigarette at that point.
Is it me or is it when you're intoxicated and you have nicotine, it makes you worse?
Yes.
Okay. I'm glad I'm not the only one.
Like, that's what, I don't know why, but like, that's why I associated like smoking and drinking with each other. Because if I had a couple drinks and then went out and had a cigarette, I was done.
Yeah. Well, I can smoke while drinking up until a certain point. Once I get to a point, if I have a hit of even my, my vape or a cigarette, I'm on the ground. It's a wrap.
Did you guys used to smoke cigarettes or?
Yeah, I quit like 8 or 9 months ago.
Oh, that recently, huh?
Yeah, I can't even stand the smell of it anymore.
Me neither. It's so gross to me now. It's so weird.
I'm still in the process of trying to quit, which is why I got the vapes to help cut the cravings. Like after work, especially.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when it was worse for me.
On the ride home from work.
Yep, I would have one on the way to work, and then I would make an excuse for myself because my commute is so long. I would have 2 on the way home from work.
My commute sucks too. We feel the pain. We live in Pennsylvania.
I'm sorry.
Turkey.
I live 5 minutes down the road.
I'm jealous.
Not quite 5 minutes. Let me think. It's roughly 15. Nice.
Have you guys ever smoked CBD flower?
Yes.
No.
No.
I've only tinked it.
Tinked it.
Have you ever vaped the oil?
Nope.
Why?
Why?
I'm a bitch.
What does it do to you, like when you tincture it?
Well, I got the CBDMD, the sleep one with the melatonin in it. And I don't know if it was the melatonin or the CBD that helped me fall asleep, but that's the only kind I've tried. I haven't tried anything else.
Oh, wow. So you're like a total newbie.
Yeah.
Cool.
When we went to the 420 event, I tried so many different kinds of CBD. And I think it could be the fact that I had so much throughout the day, but I was extremely sleepy by the end of the day. I just know. When I usually do CBD, though, I do prefer the tincture. And I usually only use it for sleep or anxiety. And for me, personally, I think it helps.
I think I would enjoy a gummy for anxiety. Like throughout the day, like my heart rate goes up sometimes, like just out of the blue. It's like, oh man, I just feel weird doing a tincture in the office for some reason.
Yeah, my anxiety gets really bad. One time, a few months ago, I went to the hospital because I thought my appendix burst. I have like really crazy anxiety. It's fucking weird. And I get there and I have super bad like doctor anxiety, so my heart was racing, and they hooked me up to a machine. They're like, you gotta calm the fuck down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was there for a few hours. They wouldn't let me leave.
It's
Oh my
called
God.
white coat syndrome.
Yeah, dude. Like,
Because doctors themselves, I don't know, me too though. Like they got me on edge all the time.
yeah, and then they come up and like other doctors come in, they're like, your heart rate's really high, so that makes me more nervous, and it gets higher.
Right.
Oh man.
Yeah, that wasn't fun.
Just because you got a white coat don't mean you know my body.
And it was weird. There was a doctor that came in. He was almost like Dr. House. Like he wasn't wearing a uniform. He was just this old guy in like a leather jacket. It was really weird. And he was just chatting me up.
That's cool.
interesting.
Did he have a cane?
No.
Damn.
Wonder if doctors vape.
I'm sure some do.
I wonder
In
if
fact,
doctors smoke cigarettes.
there's a doctor in New York City that opened up a chain of vape shops because he saw that it was a better alternative.
Okay, so how do you guys feel about this? So there's a couple people I know who are totally against vaping, and one of them quit smoking cigarettes and went to vape, and then when they saw the doctor again, they're like, yeah, I quit cigarettes, I'm using a vape to help me quit, and it's working. And the doctor basically told them, you're better off going back to smoking cigarettes.
I don't see how.
Like what is that deal? Like,
Here's what's
what is
crazy.
it with doctors and anti-vape?
There's a lot of money behind the anti-vape movement. Like Bloomberg, for instance, it's like $160 million that he put up to fight the vaping industry. It's just a huge lobbying effort, and it's very effective. Like a lot of people believe what they read about how it's more dangerous. I think the healthcare system plays a big role in the UK, where it's government-funded healthcare. There's vape shops literally in hospitals. It's kind of crazy.
Oh,
but
wow.
yeah, it's weird in a country where the government has to foot the bill. They support vaping as a great alternative to smoking cigarettes, whereas in a country like ours, where there's money to be made, by the public, if they're sick and if they're always in the hospital, it's going to be outlawed. So I think it kind of goes to show
How shitty the US is.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
The government's horrible.
Money is king, I guess. Yeah.
Wow.
And Bloomberg's running for president. Oh, can you imagine?
No.
Please tell me that's a joke, right?
No, he's totally running.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he's been in the debates.
Anyway, I think a lot of it is like people don't know what's in vapes, but they know all the dirty, harsh chemicals in the cigarette, and they're all too willing to smoke a cigarette. But like a vape is just not, it's taboo.
So maybe what we need is more vape education.
Well, that's a big part of it too, and more studies need to be done. I mean, the studies that are being done are so flawed. Like, I believe it's Rutgers down in New Jersey. They do a lot of vape testing, and there's a video you can find it on YouTube. There's a reviewer called Jay Hayes. He owns a shop in Edison, New Jersey, and he posted a video of a professor coming into his shop to troubleshoot a vape device that they were using for testing. So, like, these people have no idea how they're using the devices they're using to test. They're testing them in really, so for a device where we would vape it at like 20 watts, they're vaping it at like 100 watts.
Oh my
so,
God.
yeah, you're getting burnt cotton and overheated metals. So, of course, it's, cancerous at that point.
It's like they're trying to make it look bad.
Oh yeah, for sure.
they are.
For sure. The studies are totally flawed. And, I guess it all depends on who's funding these studies. And a lot of the times it's,
Anti-vape.
yeah, for sure.
And could it also be that they're testing these products or testing these vapes, like the tests on crappier, low quality devices and low quality juice?
Yeah, absolutely.
But if they had done the same test on a high quality vape and high quality juice, would they have those same results?
Well, yeah, that's the big thing. I mean, the Royal College of Physicians, they're a scientific group out of the United Kingdom. In fact, they were the ones 80 years ago to first come out that cigarettes are deadly. Before that, nobody knew. They did a test a few years ago, and their conclusion that vaping is 95% safer than smoking cigarettes.
Wow.
And that's kind of the study that's been used. That's why, the UK is supported vaping, and you know, it's just crazy. But nobody wants to listen to that study, I guess, because it's from another country. I don't know, but
and they probably think it's 80 years old. It's outdated, most likely.
Well, no, they figured out cigarettes were deadly 80 years ago. The study done on vaping was done like 4 or 5 years ago.
Oh, okay.
But, you know, as far as long-term studies, I get it. There's not much out there. But I don't know, myself included, most of the people that stop smoking cigarettes definitely feel better.
Yeah.
Like I can breathe better.
100%.
Yeah, that's got to count for something. But
I mean, I didn't quit totally, but cutting back and going from smoking to vaping and having that, like, I noticed the cravings aren't as harsh.
Yeah.
You know, when I vape than when I smoke. So it definitely helps.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I think another issue is, you know, the big devices that blow huge clouds. People see a huge cloud and they're like, that can't be good for you.
Right.
But I'm not sure there's a difference really between a small device and a larger device. Everybody has their preference.
I mean, there could be a difference, like a mouth to lung rather than straight to lung coil. Like, the straight to lung coil is going to be a lot more harsh on your esophagus and your throat.
Yeah.
Because I do notice a difference if I use like a 0.6 or like a 1.8. Like, huge difference.
Right. Yeah. And the big thing with that is voltages. I mean, the degradation of e-liquid, you know, because at certain temperatures, e-liquid absolutely does turn into formaldehyde and other cancerous shit. But, you know, it all comes down to voltage. I mean, as long as you're in a safe voltage range, it's never going to reach that temperature.
So there shouldn't be a race as to who can get their vape device up to the highest wattage. Like, they need to be coming out with safer devices rather than just trying to beat everybody in the market.
I wonder if it would be possible to make devices with like a cap. Like the safest would be, like, I don't know, for instance, I don't know what the safe levels would be for wattage, but maybe across the board making devices only cap off at like 50 watts, 60 watts, or whatever the safe levels are.
Well, that would be tough because it's all based off of the resistance of your coil. That's where Ohm's law comes into play. So basically, I mean, you can go hours on this, but if you have a 0.5 ohm coil and you're vaping it at 30 watts, and then you have a 0.1 ohm coil and you're vaping it at 30 watts, it's going to be totally different. You're going to be pushing like 4 volts on the 0.5 and maybe 1.5 volts on the 0.1.
Okay. Makes sense.
So the lower the resistance of your coil, the safer it is to go to a higher wattage. But I think that about wraps it up.
Yeah, a lot of vape talk and a lot of messing around. So.
Yeah.
This has been another episode of Vape Lounge.
Vape Lounge.
It's like Dory.
What was better, Finding Nemo 1 or Finding Nemo 2?
I didn't see the second one.
I didn't see it either.
Oh, isn't it called Finding Dory?
Yeah.
Is that the second part of Finding Nemo, or is that Finding Dory?
I think.
It's Finding Dory. There's no Finding Nemo 2. There's Finding Nemo and then Finding Dory.
If I'm being completely honest, I hate Finding Nemo.
Oh, I love it.
I hate that whole thing. The only thing about it, I like the sea turtles. Sea turtles are the best.
What's your favorite Disney movie?
The Aristocats.
Oh, shit.
I love that movie too.
I'm a crazy
I've never
It's my
seen that.
sister's favorite.
You've never seen that?
What?
And I love cats. I just got a new cat.
You did? Did you really?
To rescue.
Is it a kitten?
No, he's a big boy. His name is Mittens.
All right, gang. It's a CBD Source unboxing. We're here with Chef Ryan Weber. We've got Anthony from the Vape Lounge, and we're gonna open this Catskill Hemp Co. box. The beauty about Catskill Hemp Co. Anyone want to weigh in on this? It's ours. It's ours. This is our own product. So we're really psyched to open this. Our designer, Johnny D, came up with this beautiful logo and put this package together for us, specifically so we can open this, show you, gang, what this Catskill Hemp Co. hemp looks like. This is like the best. All right, so let's do this unboxing. I hate to ruin this logo, but we're doing it. All right, so we've got 3. You guys want to each share?
Hawiian Haze.
Sour Space Candy Hemp Flower.
The CBG.
Nice. Everyone want to twist them and pop it open or cut them open?
What do you got?
Smells very good.
Very, very nice.
I've tried many flowers before, and I gotta say, I'm not just
Very
saying because it's ours, but like worlds above.
Yeah, it's not hitting you in the face too hard.
Very subtle.
The nice thing, this is something that we learned when we were on the Terp bus. If you want to check out our episodes about terps on the CBD Source podcast, we actually went on Boveda's Terp bus, Save the Terp bus, and they told us all about why Boveda is important to have in with your flower. But you really, when you do smell your hemp or your weed, it shouldn't hit you over the head hard if you've got Boveda in there, because the Boveda kind of traps all the terps in there. It kind of creates like a microcilia layer or something. They said that like keeps it all like fresh and contained.
It is a very common practice that you smell weed to figure out its quality, right? And see how great it is. So if your weed smells really good and really strong, then it's good weed, right? So if you're smelling all those terpenes, that's not good. You don't want to be smelling all that. You want those to be in the weed. You want it to be in the trichome.
Right.
So as long as you're smelling it, it's evaporating. So the only way to protect the terpenes is something called a monolayer. It's like a little water shield. It keeps those terpenes inside the trichomes where they belong. Have you ever seen a trichome, like a microscopic view? They look like little mushrooms, right?
Okay,
and so it's basically like this little water, like
little
water blanket.
sort of
Exactly. It's a water
mushroom.
shield is what it is. And it just goes over there. And so it keeps the terpenes inside of the trichomes until you grind it, and then they're released and you roll it, and then you're smoking it and you're getting all of those terpenes that are still inside those trichomes.
Okay.
So if you're smelling it beforehand, you're smelling the terpenes leaving the actual bud, which is
It wants to leave so bad though. Like if you don't have a smelly bag or some kind of way to save it, like
exactly,
it'll stink up your car. It'll stink up your whole house. Like, you know, like
Yeah,
the
exactly.
terpenes want to get out.
Totally, because that's evaporation. That's how it works. So when you actually store with Boveda, if it's in there long enough, it won't smell as strong. So when you're smelling it, your weed won't smell as strong. You're like, oh, well, this weed isn't any good. It doesn't smell. As soon as you grind it, it's going to smell even stronger than the weed.
Oh, wow.
Yes, that didn't have the
Jumps
Boveda
it right back
before.
to life.
Yes,
Better.
exactly. When you put the Boveda in there and that humidity, it actually is, it's humidity control. So it puts the little layer over there. It's microscopic. You don't see this. It's microscopic.
Okay.
It's a little monolayer that goes over there and just protects the terpenes until they're ready.
It's a little like trichome.
Yeah, so
mushrooms
it's
are like, thanks for the little water coat.
Yes, exactly. A little water shield. Exactly. Just like that.
So this is the Hawiian Haze. All right, let's try the sour space candy. Take a whiff.
Ooh, very nice.
Yeah, they really smell good.
A little bit stronger than the Hawiian Haze, but
Yep. These are 3.5 grams each of hemp. You can go to CatskillHempCo.com and check out the lab reports and everything. It's all of our hemp is grown in Oregon. This is one of the few farms that make CBG out there in this country at really high levels of CBG. I mean, it is a really strong concentrate. Let's sniff that CBG. That smells so good. Take a whiff.
That's nice.
No.
that one you smell though.
Really good. I say we smoke some of this. I just got this from my parents, this little Pickle Rick. They gave it to me as a gift, but it's from a glass artist named Home Alone Glass. So this is the Hawiian Haze. That is so smooth.
Very light.
We've got a couple CBG joints here we can smoke after we smoke out of Pickle Rick. What do you say? This is a really good weed.
It's not weed.
It's not weed. It's not even a weed though. I went to Hawaii once, but I didn't smoke weed when I was there.
Huh.
No?
I didn't smoke weed at that time.
I went to Hawaii, never.
Same. It was nice.
But you did smoke the Hawaiian weed. Maui Wowie. Oh, you're vaping too? You vape and hit the weed? I mean the hemp? It's hemp. It's hemp.
You're trying to show off?
the hell, Anthony?
Yeah, what the?
I'm gonna burn my fucking eye.
When I smoke weed, actual weed, my eyes start to get like sleepy looking.
Don't incriminate yourself.
But it happens with just hemp too. So like, you can think I'm stoned, but I'm just smoking hemp. Yeah, those are some big ass bags.
I'm fascinated with these bags.
Now, if we got pulled over with these, we'd have some explaining.
Yeah. We have a podcast about CBD, officer. All right, you want to throw those things back in there, Anthony? All right, so let me dump this. Rick and Morty rolling tray.
We're sorry, it's been raining for the past couple days.
Yeah, it's just like not so nice outside right now, but we're doing this anyway. We're in the Catskills and we're smoking Catskill Hemp Co hemp
out of Pickle Rick.
Gotta take Pickle Rick for a test drive here. All right.
Have you guys watched Rick and Morty? I've never seen it.
What?
Never seen it.
Get out. This is not endorsed by any means by Rick and Morty.
Dude.
Is it that good?
Yes.
It's a very good show.
Really?
Especially when you're stoned. I mean, when you're smoking hemp.
Anytime. Dude, it is written on another level. Like, it is very, very smart.
Oh.
Very good. Very smart. I've got like hemp all over me. All right, we're loading up Pickle Rick again. This time we've got the space. It's called Sour Space Candy. Do you know if these are strains that were like marijuana strains that somehow got crossbred with hemp or something?
So, like Hawiian Haze and the Sour Space Candy, they're popular strictly CBD. Essentially, I forget the strains like that were used to do it, but the THC was bred out of it.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, I'm packing this guy with some nugs. Hopefully we can still hit through it with that torch. All the little stems and stuff you don't leave in. There's really not much stems in here, but like, you would take those out because they don't have CBD in them. All right.
Do you guys feel anything from this, or am I just like placeboing? Or do you think it's possible?
It's more of a relaxation.
Yeah, I mean you aren't getting it.
Right, but I do CBD.
Do you feel a body high?
I feel more than I would with like taking
Well, CBG is
It's also combining with the CBD we just had too. Like we're building up.
Wonder.
It's stacking.
That CBG is also the godfather.
Yeah.
We haven't done CBG yet. We're still doing CBD.
Yeah, but it's still technically
there is some.
That one is the CBG. There's CBG and there's not a lot.
I just think you're at that next level of relaxation.
Okay.
Well, are you starting to feel high a little bit?
Very slightly.
Nice.
Very, very slightly.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
It's doing its job. All right, go. No.
And
hemp doesn't get you high.
No.
All right, here we go.
He's just fucking insane.
Maybe because you're combining it with whatever's in there.
Yeah.
This is THC.
That explains it all.
Got him.
All right, Sour Space Candy. Pickle Rick. I'm just putting butane in my fucking face. Nice. Also smooth.
You almost lit your finger on fire.
Did I?
Yeah.
Shit.
Saw that coming.
Why are we not using a Bic for this?
I don't know.
I feel like this is dangerous.
Bics are
This
for
is all
bitches.
we got.
I don't know, maybe this isn't CBD.
What is this? No, I'm just kidding. This is, well, I mean, like, remember we were looking at the COAs on this?
Yeah.
Which one was that, the COA we were looking at?
I don't remember.
The CBG or was it one of the others?
I think it might have been the G.
The THCA in one of these is very high.
I'm gonna be a little baby and not inhale this with some CBD'd out, but I will hit the flavor.
Smooth, right?
Yeah. I don't know which one I like better. Which one do you guys like better, the Hawaiian? Or
You can
this?
work a little higher. You'll be fine.
I like both so far. I mean, there's no. It depends on the mood that I'm in.
No downfalls really.
Yeah, no,
It's pretty good.
They're
very good.
So far, the Hawiian Haze is great. This is great. The Space Candy, Sour Space. Are you tasting a sourness to it? I don't always see a sour.
I don't know. I get definitely a different profile than the Hawaiian, but I don't quite get a sour.
I don't get sour.
No.
Well, you could also be feeling good because it's different. Like you got 3 friends sitting here having.
I'm not sitting at my desk.
Yeah, you're having a smoke session in the afternoon. You don't usually have smoke sessions.
That's true.
You know, so it could just be a relaxation that you're feeling. It's not really any.
It's relaxing to smoke hemp. It's really relaxing. I mean, See, it's chill, right?
Nice, yeah.
I'm chill already, and there were only 2 in. We got another one to smoke, and we can smoke these joints. Like, this is a pretty sweet experience. Catskill Hemp Co. hemp is top of the friggin' line, man.
Outdone themselves.
Oh, what the hell? Are you making little O's?
Yeah.
Do that again.
Yeah, take that.
Hold on. I want to see these again. Make more O's. Do you know how to make O's?
Only with my vape.
Make a vapo.
Yeah.
We're going to have a dueling.
This is a O off.
A dueling of vapos. We got vapos and hempos. Shoot them at each other. Try to touch O's.
You want to touch O's?
Oh, shit, man. You guys are making O's. This is crazy. Look at this. Oh, man. Look at this. It's a fucking tic-tac-toe board of hemp.
Now spell O'Reilly's.
Oh, yeah, we did the 3 O's. Yep, 3.
Oh.
Yeah.
If you can spell the O'Reilly. Auto parts. Man, that's great.
No, I just can spell O's.
Just O's?
That's it.
What word is that? What word is that you're spelling? Oh. Like, do it again. Do it again. I want to see what you can spell. Do you know any other letters besides O?
No, I've seen people blow H's or squares.
Wow.
Squares?
Triangles, squares. We have a guy.
Dude, that would be the best because then you'd be like,
yeah.
Like someone does something and then you're like, hey, take another hit, and they're like, no, and then you go, what are you, square? Like you don't have to say the word. That would be the best.
If they could do squares and triangles and circles, then they could do a whole like PlayStation themed code.
You don't just blow it though. You have to you blow an O and then you manipulate the O. But you can make it do tons of different things.
Wait, he's gonna do a bunch of hempos. There they go. They're little, but they're following each other.
Try the method where you go like this with your cheek. They come out like Cheerios, and you can get like 20 of them.
And you tap your cheek? Is this gonna just be something that
here? Throw a little more
blow out
sour space candy in there. Yeah, this is crazy.
Slowly tap it.
Gang, we're spelling words here. Look at this, dude. They're hitting the table and exploding.
I want to put my O in your O.
Yeah, connect the O's.
I wonder if I can blow an O and you can get one to go.
Just do it. You're gonna dock the O's?
Imagine getting to push off one another.
Dude, your O's are solid because they're like
It's
vape.
thicker.
Yeah. Do it. All right, connect them. I'm like in the middle ground of O's. You gotta get a little closer. Yes, they're fighting.
Oh, shit.
O battle. Soon we gotta go to your house because your house is more and more haunted each day, right?
I'm gonna pass on that trip.
You're not gonna go to the haunted house?
I'm afraid of demons getting attached to you.
I'll give me a freaking break. You were saying that something new happened with your haunted house.
Yeah, I saw a child.
What?
Yeah, he was like 8.
All right, give us the full story. I want to hear this.
I fell asleep. I wasn't smoking anything. And I rolled over, and I usually when I'm about to move in bed, I would open my eyes and then I would just, roll over. I opened my eyes and I saw a boy standing at my bedside. I said, nope. Closed my eyes real quick.
Right.
Then opened my eyes again, kind of peeked like when you're a child watching a scary movie.
Sure.
And he was still there. And I was like, what
creepy.
the fuck?
So what was he? Was he wearing modern clothing or 1800s
He looked
clothing?
like he was from the city, but came up here, for the summertime.
Oh, okay.
He was he had shorts, a
Well,
shirt.
modern, not
modern
old
day
school
shit.
shit. Okay. That's
Little baseball cap. Didn't seem threatening or anything like that.
He had a ghost baseball cap?
Yeah.
Any facial expressions to you, or just blank stare?
Just like a child that was lost.
Oh god.
So it kind of seems like he was looking for something or somebody, and kind of came through me to see if I knew how to help him out, which I'm not Jennifer Love Hewitt and Ghost Whisperer, so I don't know.
Next time you see him, try to get that baseball cap. I want it. I
want
want to wear the ghost cap while we film
You can
some
put
of this
that on the
unboxing.
video.
Oh, well, what do you know? I have it right here.
If you can take that ghost cap, see if you can trade him for some.
No, he looks like he
Catskill Hemp Co.
bites.
Was he see-through or was he Did it look like?
It was a little opacity was level like 75. You know, you could see through them a little bit.
You're still living there? What's wrong with you?
I like the adventure.
All right, listen. You take a big hit of this, and then when you see that ghost again, I want you to go like, oh shit! Like, and see what he does. Like, oh shaggy. Like, just start blowing O's in his face. What's he gonna do? He'll start eating your ghost.
No, he'll
probably make him bigger. Maybe it'll combine into.
Or like, you ever heard about that thing? Like, don't piss in like the rivers in like Brazil because something will
swim into
up.
Your dick. Yeah.
So I feel like I would like blow O's and then he'll go
suck
into
your
the
soul.
smoke and go into my body.
Have you ever? Sometimes me and my chick do this. Like, I call it eating your ghost. So like, if I'm blowing vape out and she starts inhaling my vape, which usually happens the other way. She'll blow it out and I'll be like, I'm gonna eat your ghost, and I come over and just start sucking the vape in like a fucking like Pac-Man or something.
Is that like a modern day shotgun kind
of?
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you can get high off it if you took it straight out of someone's mouth.
Totally.
Kind of, it's something you could do with your spouse.
Well, learn how to do O's and you can give her like Cheerios.
I'm gonna attempt to know. You guys, tell me what the hell you're doing with your mouth to make that O.
It's a very ugly face you have to make, unfortunately. You have to do almost like butthole lips.
Yeah, but like
open your mouth.
You're pushing your throat out.
Yeah, like try to do like mini coughs.
Like a little choke sound. All right, I'll give it a shot.
All right.
I'll try not to torch
my
my
circle
fingers.
and keep your tongue at the bottom of your mouth.
I'm leaving if this gets awkward.
If I puke all over this table from trying to do this throat thing, whatever
just
you're doing,
cover the CBD.
All right, here we go. First attempt.
I don't think we ever did it that long.
Nothing.
You're not opening your mouth enough. Imagine take your lips and put them in.
I'm gonna try with this vape.
I don't know what the hell we're looking at, but this probably looks weird.
Like that SpongeBob episode.
Just you're too big. There you go. Look. You can stick your finger in it.
Got one, man.
Oh, he did it.
My first O.
Dad jokes.
Ah, that was nice. Good job. With vape, it's easier for me than with hemp.
It's definitely easier with vape.
Because it's nice and it's cooler too. Yeah. Vape is cool. All right, so last Catskill hemp strain we have is CBG.
The big boy.
Yeah, let me clean this thing up. Is this made out of metal?
And they're good sizes, you know. Good size.
Wow, look at that nug of CBG rich hemp. Catskill Hemp Co. This is we're doing this. And you're not backing out now.
You can decarb the nug and eat it right out.
Yeah, someone told us that. I'm gonna try it. We'll try it next time when we're decarbing.
Decarbing a whole nug and just eating it?
Someone was saying
if
you decarbed a bunch of CBG and ate the nugs, that you'll get high. But I don't know if it's true.
Can you guys do me a favor? Can you guys, when you eat Cheetos, just save the Cheeto dust?
Save the Cheeto dust?
Yeah.
Why?
Because then I'm gonna decarb some of these nugs, throw Cheeto dust on it.
Sweet.
That's a good idea. Can't you just take Cheetos and grind them?
Yeah, I've got a whole bag of Cheetos at home. You can just smush the whole bag.
Well,
Cheetos will turn into Cheeto dust.
All right, you have a better fucking idea than I did.
Save your drop-ins for me. Please save your Cheeto leavings. All right, CBG, we're gonna try it. This is the real deal here. So this is Catskill Hemp Co. CBG.
Also replenishes brain cells.
Cannabidiet. That was CBC, I think.
Stimulates memory or something.
CBC does the brain cells thing. I think we have to.
This is great for muscle shit.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Cool.
Muscle shit.
All right. Well, I'm already so loose right now. I'm getting ready. Here we go.
Got to get looser.
This just got dirty.
Don't. Yeah. Let's not get looser. Like CBG guy. Gang, here's some CBG. Let's do it. Did I pack it too tight?
I don't see him going through.
That smells much different. Does it taste much different?
I need something to clean it out a little bit. Maybe this. We'll throw some fresh in there. We're stacking all this different type of stuff in here and not blocking itself up. All right, here we go. We'll go fresh. A fresh nug of CBG. Oh, hand me a fresh nug of CBG over there. Pickle Rick's head is about to get loaded with this fresh nug of CBG. Gang, I wish you guys were here so you could smell what this room's smelling like and taste what this tastes like. This is gonna be fun. Anthony, don't be afraid.
I'm not afraid.
He thinks the CBG is gonna get him high. It's just CBG.
It's just CBG, man.
Yeah. Oh, whoa, that's strong. It's good though. It's good. Don't torch it too hard. I mean,
here we go. Here goes nothing.
Anthony's first try with CBG. Deep lung inhale. Don't just mouth inhale that.
We'll do a small lung inhale.
Pure pressure. There you go. Gotta do it like
now that tastes the most similar to actual weed, I think.
Really?
That tastes, yeah.
It does.
Very good.
It does.
Like when you actually inhale and you get that burning, like real actual THC.
Yeah.
Yeah, it tastes like hitting a gravity bomb or something.
I'm good.
No, you're not.
Okay.
We should get one of these joints going.
Don't be a weenie.
CBG joint. You can't not have a first. I mean, you had a Pickle Rick experience, but if we're gonna do Catskill Hemp Co. right, we might as well do an actual joint too. Here, you want to light this?
Okay.
That's a joint rolled by Doug Nolan, the owner of Catskill Hemp Co. So can't beat that.
Very papery.
It's a zigzag.
Not a bad joint, Doug.
Good job. We can get this one going too. This is the long ass joint that Doug rolled. It is long. This is a raw hemp rolling paper. But it's made to have a filter. That's why it's so long. So
there's super wet.
He got it wet.
Did I?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't say it. Just let it go. Don't announce that. I'm just like, I got hemp all over me right now.
Did you get some paper?
No, I'm good. Here, keep this going. What's the etiquette with joints? Pass to the left or right?
Pass it
You're in a
around.
tough situation because you lit it. So,
where should I be passing?
Clockwise? I don't know.
Pass the Tucci on the left-hand side?
Side, yeah.
So I pass to you and then you pass to him?
Then I'd be passing to the right-hand side, and that's not right.
It's still your left if you go around the world. If you were to go around the world, come back and you'd be over there, that's your left.
Sure, good point.
Are we close to Russia or far from Russia?
I'm breaking the rules here and passing right. Oh man, we're fucking doing this. Are my eyes like starting to get stoned?
Yeah, what's up with
I
that,
told you, man. My eyes
Weird.
get stoned whether it's hemp or cannabis. I mean, marijuana. But I love it. Like I feel high when I'm just doing CBD. Like somehow my fucking system just likes.
Like we touched base with the
Cannabinoids.
placebo effect too. Like,
is it the placebo effect?
I don't know. We're sitting here. We have a rolling tray. We
it looks like
bud.
weed.
The filter came out of my mouth.
We're with buds.
All right, just toss that somewhere. Like,
oh, it's my turn.
what do you guys think about when, like in movies when growing up or whatever? I always saw people hold joints like this
Yeah.
instead of like this. What do you think?
I generally hold them like this only because when I, like with a cigarette, you can flick it. But
Right.
with a joint, I'd rather just tap it.
Yeah.
So I kind of just hold it like this, sometimes like this.
I usually hold like that, but when I do it. I
Oh,
do
with
it
your
at the bottom.
pinky? You like the
ring fingers.
Ring finger, okay.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I'm actually used to using Mystic Timber to pass joints. Like it's a stick that comes down.
Little
It's
alligator
true.
clips.
That's what my parents make.
Oh, that's so cool.
Well, it's like an alligator clip with a stick. So when you pass the stick,
Oh, that's
and you never
awesome.
actually touch the joint, except with your mouth. Dude, this is nuts. Like, we're sharing joints. Like, what is going on here?
I don't like when it gets down that far.
It's still like half a joint.
Tastes all burnt, man.
What? So this Catskill Hemp is the friggin' bomb.
Tis.
And I'm not just saying that because we have pounds of it.
Yeah, you. No. So what's your real take on it?
Let's put these down a little bit. Let's just let that smoke a little bit and just ruminate in the hemp. Get that? It's like CBD just filling the air here.
Like an incense.
It is. I'm so chill right now. Are you pretty chill?
Yeah, I'd say.
How you feeling, Ryan? You want to cook us up some Cannabidiet stuff?
I want to eat.
You getting munchies? Just like psychosomatically getting munchies?
Yeah, I'm also fat.
So, gang, I hope you enjoyed us unboxing this Catskill Hemp Co. CBD and CBG. What are the three strains we have right now?
Hawiian Haze, Sour
Space Candy,
and CBG.
And we're gonna have. Dwayne was saying we're gonna have more strains soon. So,
which one was your guys' favorite?
I like that CBG, man.
I have to agree.
It hits really well. It is pretty sweet. I mean, all of them are great.
Yeah. Oh,
is that Dani?
Yeah.
Hey there.
Hey.
Oh my god.
You want to come in and smoke some CBG with us?
TBH, I've never smoked anything raw. I've never even baked, really. So that would be an interesting experience.
Come on in.
I don't
It's
either. Last
fine.
time I smoked pot was probably 5 years
It's
ago.
not pot.
I'm just saying. I haven't smoked anything in 5 years.
Hey everybody, it's Dani.
Dani from Seabody's here. Here, scoot over. Let's hop in.
Oh, sweet Lord.
Hop on in.
Yeah, come on in.
Oh, here's your
Oh,
phone.
thank you.
No problem.
No, we're just unboxing some Catskill Hemp Co. And we just unboxed it and smoked a lot of it.
A lot of it.
By a lot.
Do you want to load up a Pickle Rick with CBG for her?
Hawiian Haze.
Yeah, that's one of the three strains, Dani. Dani, considering you're a big part of our show, you want to try some of the CBG? It's one of our main strains here.
Do you know how to use something like that?
No. Like I said, I've never smoked anything.
You just light
this
the
is
head.
good.
Yeah, basically you put the one end in your mouth and then
I kind of figured.
hit it like a cigarette, and while you do that, I'll torch it up for you.
I've never smoked a cigarette.
Just like right?
Inhale.
This is really fucking dweeby.
Dweeby.
I'm a dweeb.
No, you're an athlete, and makes sense that you wouldn't smoke stuff. So
Is there like a gym down there?
yeah, there is a gym down
Oh,
there.
really?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you were here doing?
No, I just.
Wanted to see what we were up to?
Yeah, I heard you guys were unboxing.
Oh, I didn't realize there was a door. I thought you were just chilling in the basement the whole time you were here.
Yeah, that's.
Well, Dani, you might as well, if you're going to take your first hit of hemp, of CBG, you might as well do it on camera, right? Can you make sure she's in shot and everything? Everything's good?
The whole couch is in
Can you
shot.
move your
All
hand?
right.
Oh, yeah.
Just make sure you don't
Yeah,
fry
yeah.
your fingers with that.
Yeah, just be
You'll
careful.
be good. Yeah, just aim it right into it and suck on
So
the
while
end.
you're sucking on it, then you hit it with the fire.
So then
All
it can.
right.
Here it comes. Nice. This is the first time you've smoked anything in your life?
We feel
Wow.
That's crazy.
Oh, wow.
Your virgin lungs.
Yeah. Felt like a motherfucking dragon. Oh my god, wow. That tastes like terps.
Doesn't it? Yeah, you
I've
really...
done terp tincture. Wow.
Isn't it great?
Take another hit.
So earthy.
It really tastes legit.
It was really clean. That
Yeah.
was like really smooth. I mean, I vaped, like, I don't suck it in, but like when my friends would just get like a disposable thing just to try it for the taste, like that's all I did. But I didn't like vape or smoke anything religiously.
Yeah. When you're doing it like natural flower, it's warmer than the vape. Like vapes are usually pretty cool. Like he's vaping.
Can you try to blow an O?
Oh, come on. She just started and you're trying to get her to blow like smoke
we just had
rings?
O wars, O battles. We had a battle of the O's.
Imagine she gets a perfect one.
Oh, look.
She knows.
Oh, she knows the tapper trick.
What? Little O's! She's doing dozens of little O's.
That's what I would do with vape. So
Nice.
I think she's got us beat.
We had an O war. Our O's were fighting each other.
These guys were battling it out.
one of the guys
crossing
that,
the streams.
One of the guys that used to work in the CBD Source store, he was really good.
Are you talking
at
about Justin? Oh, he was so good.
He used to do jellyfish.
Wow.
He would blow like a really big O and just like expand it and then blow a cloud and it would like go around it.
He would blow an O, I remember it, and he'd push it and he'd walk with it and you go like this with it and it would literally split off into two separate O's.
Get in touch with him. We should do some vape wars. It's like CBD vape.
You should. He's like professional level, that kid.
That's cool. Gang, if you do CBD vape tricks like that, get in touch with us because we want to have you on the show and feature your videos. You know, we'll send you some CBD and watch you work.
Now, which one did I just do? Sour Space?
No, you did CBG, which is over here.
When I was reading up on CBG, supposedly it with the properties that it has, it like helps regenerate growth for new brain cells.
I just said it right. Is that real or is it?
Yeah, I read it in when I was flying out to Vegas at the airport. They had like a magazine on CBD and stuff, and they had a small little blip of CBG in National Geographic.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So we're not making a claim. It's from something in National Geographic.
Yeah,
that you read.
National Geographic did say that it has something to do with along the lines of regrowth of new brain cells.
That's why I knew it.
Take another hit and you'll get smarter.
Little Einsteins.
Oh my gosh. I love that you had Pickle Rick.
Yeah, we got our Rick and Morty rolling tray.
Oh my God.
Anthony's never seen Rick and
Get
Morty.
out!
Right? We gotta do a watch party.
Seriously, we should do
Is
it.
it that good?
Yes!
We should watch Rick and Morty and smoke CBG.
Dude,
I'm down.
Dude, we should.
Oh my God, you guys should.
We should do a CBG Rick and Morty watch party.
Well, we didn't know he never watched Rick and Morty until
That's
now.
so sad.
So sad.
You can find it free online.
Dan Harmon,
Is it on like
Justin
Netflix?
Roiland.
No, it's not on Netflix.
They're geniuses. It's such a good show. It's so
You'll
well
find it on
written.
bootleg somewhere. I forget where.
I think you could probably get a DVD of it or something.
Yeah, actually, I think this is pretty.
Yeah, it's
Refresh.
Little nasty.
Here, scratch it out with this.
cool.
Thanks for joining us, Dani.
No problem.
And getting
Look
your-
at that. You got to see
We didn't
me try something first.
Yeah, we
online.
didn't expect that. Popping your hemp cherry.
Oh my
Cool cameo.
And she did. She kicked my acid blowing those little O's. So
Real.
Yeah, you were joking.
I can't do it, man. I don't know how that
We can
goes.
recap.
One of these days, you'll just see me walk in like O's everywhere. I did blow one O with a vape. It wasn't with the hemp.
It's a learned skill, so if you practice it, you can do it. It's not like you're anybody's.
It's all in the jaw
Is
on
it?
the jaw.
for the big one.
Do you want to try this vape that has? We just opened a SMOK vape that has like huge hits. Where did that go?
Nova.
This.
No, not that.
Oh, no, not that one. That's yours.
That one.
Oh, here it is. Yeah, this one has huge hits. See if you can blow those little O's.
This will make
Oh,
the
what's
video.
this?
It's a Nova.
Nova 2.
It's probably our best-selling vape.
Is it?
Yeah.
There they go. Never ending vape.
Wow, that was really good.
That was a pretty big hit.
It's Pachamama grape in there.
Yeah.
Is it CBD?
Mhm.
That was really good.
They're going over your face. Like they're following the line of your face and heading over your head. Look at all those little
Nice.
O's. It's like a whole bowl of Cheerios just came out of your mouth.
Have you tried the trick where you put your finger like this and then here? Let me see that thing.
What?
Oh, what?
They can't do it. But essentially what's supposed to happen is you're going to get 2 O's come out of each side. You might have better luck than I.
Didn't I try that?
God.
Just put your finger.
I think you blew it out of both sides, like the guy in the koi picture.
Oh yeah, I blew it out both sides.
Yeah, oh, look, there they are! Double the O's.
And if you can do it, you can even do triple the O's.
I'll give me a break.
I think you would need like chopsticks for that.
All right, gang. I think we've pretty much conquered all of this. Catskill Hemp Co. Check us out online, catskillhempco.com. You can also get to us through cbdsourcecenter.com to find out where you can purchase some Catskill Hemp Co. brand hemp flower at any CBD Source location. We have 56 stores now. We just opened a new one.
It's a nice
Wyoming.
store too.
Wyoming, Pennsylvania.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Nice
yeah.
store.
So have you been there?
Yeah.
Nice. Awesome. So yeah, cbdsourcecenter.com. You can get through cbdsourcepodcast.com for all the links too. Yeah, these are really quality, and the Boveda keeps it nice and fresh. Like these are really moist. They're not dried out hemp that you might get, at a store they've been sitting in the window baking all day and practically are decarbed when you get them. You know what I mean? Like this, it is nice and moist. It's not dried out flour. So really good quality stuff. Definitely picks them up. And these containers are beautiful. Like you can keep this forever. Make sure to subscribe. Now we're going to be doing these unboxing videos like all the time. Unboxing, how-tos, and just clips from our regular podcasts. If you haven't listened to our podcast yet, check it out, cbdsourcepodcast.com. I was listening to a podcast and they're talking about like people who on podcasts send people to like, oh, go find us on Apple Music. Go find us. It's like, just send them to your .com and have all the links there. It's so much easier. So we've got all the links to wherever you actually get your podcasts on cbdsourcepodcast.com. You can get to us, we're on every podcast network. So anything else? These guys are so chilled out now. You guys are like, cat got your tongue?
Anything.
Hemp's got your tongue? Like they seriously, CBG, but you guys are couch locked.
I think the CBG put it over the edge.
I can go for some CBZs.
Oh, no. CBG does make you a little sleepy,
Yeah,
right? I think it
supposed
does.
to, yeah.
Yeah.
It's working.
Well, it's not. It's like 4:20 right now, right?
It's
past
When I came in
4:30.
here, it was 4:20.
Okay.
It's
We didn't even realize.
It's 4:36.
I thought it was like 3 o'clock still.
That's what happens when you're having fun smoking the CBGs.
If you, dude, you are stoned.
Are you hungry yet?
I've been hungry, but that's because I'm fat.
See, the Cannabidiet and the C-Body have to get to like working on each other. She'll teach you how to exercise. You teach her how to eat.
Damn, the munchies are like defeating the purpose right now. Supposedly, CBD is supposed to suppress the appetite.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it's like an anti-munchies.
Do you hear about that bus in California? It's like a weed tour, and they have it's a beginner's thing. So they have vials of tincture on hand. So if you get too high, they just like administer a tincture, and it supposedly just like
tincture of what?
Drops you down. CBD.
Oh, neat.
Yeah. Huh. So if you're like really too stoned, they just give you some CBD tincture.
So if you're like stoned, we're like, oh, what's going on? I don't know what's going on.
Calm down, Carl.
Have you taken too much edibles or something?
Should have done ASMR and like gotten the flower and just like put it up to the microphone and let people hear how moist it is.
All right, gang, for the podcast only, I'm going to pop.
I'm kidding.
Shit, you scared me. I'm going to pop this open and we're going to do a little ASMR here, gang. All right. I'm popping this open. This is popping open Catskill Hemp Co. Hemp. That's the sound. It's nice and like it's got a rubber ring, so it's perfect seal. And I'm going to take out a fresh nug here. This is the sour space candy. And I'm going to crinkle it into this mic. Can you hear that dankness, gang? Oh man, I just like totally destroyed this nug. My hand is so wet, like sticky now. Smell my fingers. Oh my God. It's so dank. That is fresh. Really, really cool. Oh man, my hands are all like seriously sappy now. Like with THC. Oh, CBD. It's CBD. Not THC.
There might be 0.3% THC in there.
Hi, Anthony Sullivan here for the CBD Source Podcast. You've heard the rest, now listen to the best.
Gang's all here. The CBD Gang. Give the show a call at 1-833-223-4264. That's 1-833-CBD-GANG.
All right, gang, this has been a fun one. We got a lot of little news stories out, and we got a lot of individual segments. This was really cool to have Dani do her own C-Body segment without me involved. It was a solo Dani project, and great news for the NFL. And, that is an awesome story.
Yeah, that's insane.
So David Irving might be on, a team next year. David Irving, give us a call, 1-833-CBD-GANG, 1-833-223-4264. We want to do a C-Body episode with you, man, especially now that this NFL thing is lifting. It's not suspending people for marijuana. And you've been such a good advocate for it. And, you stood your ground. And now he's getting back in the NFL, it looks like. So we want to talk to you. Give us a buzz. It was also really cool this episode to let Anthony stretch his wings a little bit and do a whole CBD Source Vape Lounge roundtable by himself. Like, I was not involved. I love that. So now this is like the first time I'm hearing segments from this show that I am completely wasn't in the room for. I'm actually experiencing it like the audience experiences it, like you, gang. So it's really fun to be able to step aside for a couple of segments and be able to hear some of these guys kind of like doing it on their own. I love that. And it was really cool to hear Cass and Becca jumping in with Anthony and talking about their vape experiences. But also the vape industry is kind of screwed. Luckily, if you vape CBD, you're still good. As for now, as of this recording.
Yeah, we'll keep you posted on that as well.
Flavored CBD vapes, all good. And the Catskill Hemp Co unboxing was really fun. I mean, you want to talk about that a little bit now that it's been in the episode?
Yeah, it was dope. Nah.
Me, Anthony, Ryan, and special appearance by Dani from C-Body just wandered in while we were in the middle of it and joined the party. That was a cool sesh, man. It was fun to relax with you guys, in a chill environment and just pull out that Pickle Rick and smoke some CBD hemp and some CBG hemp from Catskill Hemp Co.
Yeah, it was laid back. I mean, I'm glad we were able to showcase our product, and talk about the more strains that may be coming in the near future. So it was fun. I liked it.
How did you feel after all that, getting all that CBD and CBG in your system?
Very chilled, very relaxed.
Yeah, we were really, really it was like a different version of Blazed,
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, you're working on the YouTube version of that, right? You're working on the video form?
I currently am, yes.
Gang, we have not launched the YouTube page yet. This week has been so hectic with a lot of stuff going on. But we've got, how many videos do you think we have almost done or mostly done, Ron?
We have a good library.
Yeah, a massive library. So we're gonna be slowly dumping that onto YouTube over the next days and weeks, and building that YouTube channel. So if you haven't subscribed to us on YouTube yet, we don't even have enough followers on YouTube yet to name it, CBD Source Podcast yet, or whatever. It's just a bunch of numbers and letters. So YouTube / all these numbers and letters. So go to cbdsourcepodcast.com. I have a link right at the top for our YouTube page. You can go directly there. Subscribe. I think we have 27 followers, but we don't even have any videos. That's how it's all we've got is when we post episodes, it auto posts a version to YouTube with just the logo and the audio, which nobody watches that. I mean, there's nothing to watch. There's no movement.
It's like a ticket pre-sale. Just subscribe and the good things will come.
Yeah, subscribe now and ring the bell. And when we start posting all this great content, which we've been building up over the last I don't know, how many months have we been at this? A year, almost.
I want to say, almost a year.
Yeah, almost a year. The last 45 episodes, we've got a lot of video content with great audio, and all of that will be up soon. We'll start releasing that. So psyched for that. Right. Just side note, are you freaked out about this coronavirus?
No, because we can prevent it the best we can, but if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. There's not much we can really do.
Well, that's kind of that's bleak, man.
I mean, I played Resident Evil, so
you know where this goes.
Yeah,
you know the final boss and everything.
I do.
What Las Vegas turned into, could be who knows, man. It is
the Umbrella Company.
It isn't. Yeah, that doesn't end well, unless you're like a replicant clone or something, or Mila Jovovich. Kaz was saying we should market face masks that have CBD infused in them.
I mean,
it's kind of grim.
Okay.
I just bought face masks. I just bought those breathing masks today on Amazon. I ordered some, but it won't get here for another month. So we just got to survive that month, and then we'll all be masked up.
Yeah, just don't catch it within now and the month.
Exactly. We got to low profile in that month. Just keep your hands away from your face. I almost feel like you got to wear one of those dog collar things to keep your hands. It's really just you touching things and then touching your face, touching your mouth or nose or eyes. That's how it gets into you. So it's like the same way you get the flu. You're touching germs. You touch them, touch your face and mouth and whatever. Because you're just rubbing your eyes. You're touching your mouth or whatever while you're eating whatever. Just got to be wary to always keep washing your hands and stuff, gang. Because who knows if this is gonna be a pandemic or if it's gonna be a nothing. We don't know. It's one of those freaky things that you don't know what's gonna happen. So that's got me a little on edge. Our marketing director Penny has a sister in Taiwan, and she was just telling me that in February she bought 3,000 masks and had them sent there to her sister, and they still haven't gotten there. They're stuck in customs or stuck, maybe the government is taking them, and who knows what's gone down with that, but can't get them to her sister, and who knows what's going on over there. That's crazy. It's insane. On a lighter note, we're opening a new location next month, a new CBD Source location in Hornell, New York.
Which is in the town of Hornellsville, which I just found out today, which is kind of hilarious.
Hornell in Hornellsville?
Yeah.
So come down on Saturday, March 21st. I think from 10 to 4, we'll be there. We're going to have a booth. There's going to be a bunch of other vendors that are, showing different products. There'll probably be taste tests. Rye, you're going to make some Cannabidiet thing for everyone to try?
Figure something out. Come on down and find out.
You know what we were talking would be kind of fun? You know what would be fun to make and be able to give the gang? Because, this is something that maybe you don't make at home or have never tried in your life, but we could make hemp brownies. Alice B. Tokelis hemp brownies. Instead of weed brownies, these are going to be made with cannabis, but the hemp side. So you're going to get all the benefits of CBD out of these brownies, and it's going to taste just like the real thing because it's made with the same, raw material, except just on the hemp side, not on the marijuana side.
And I mean, I'm good at what I do. So.
Yeah, man. So Cannabidiet CBD brownies will be had at our big opening for the CBD Source location in Hornell on March 21st. It's a Saturday, so you can make it out there. It's like a 4 or 5 hour drive from here, right?
From where we are, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna crash at a hotel and have crazy fucking antics up there. Get bristling up in this bitch.
Now, it's going to be a big opening. It's not even, okay, we're just opening a store. No, we're going to have the mayor there. It's going to be ribbon cutting.
Oh, yeah, ribbon cutting, the real deal.
The whole shebang. So we're legit. We're not just talking. So people that might think, yeah. No, we're with the real deal.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. So come on out and meet us at Hornell. We'll have more information in the coming weeks of where it is exactly, what the address is. Just, you can Google Hornell right now and see how far away from you that is, and maybe you can come meet us and hang out, and we'll do some tinks together,
Let's do it.
Let's get bristling together, gang.
Get ready. Mark it on your calendar now. CB do it now.
CB
right
do.
here.
All right. So, gang, this has been fun. This has been a nice collection of a lot of different stuff happening in one episode. I wanted to break away from all these serious full episode interview type things we've been doing. We're going to get right back to that because we've got some big celebrity guests coming up. But this one we wanted to do just a lot of catch up on news stories that are happening right now in all of our different segments, and also allow some of our segment hosts to be able to spread their wings. Soon we're gonna have you do some solo Cannabidiet, Ryan.
That's correct.
Awesome. So, gang, if you want, this is something we gotta put some kind of if there was a bold-faced type on what we're saying, we have to emphasize this. Every Wednesday at 4:20, we're doing a Wednesday CBD Source Hemp Day giveaway at 4:20. We're giving away free CBD. All you have to do is tune in on Facebook Live or Instagram Live. We're going to go live on both at the same time. We just built out a little studio for doing live stuff. And we're going to do a live giveaway every Wednesday at 4:20. We've done 3 of them so far, and they've been clusterfucks.
Now, 4:20 Eastern Standard Time.
Yes. We've had technical issues on the last 3. It's a learning curve. I mean, the first time we did it, we didn't think maybe we should throw music behind us or something, so we just kind of sat there in a quiet room. Not cool. That was our Mont Kush giveaway. The second time we did it was our Koi giveaway. We gave away $150 worth of Koi stuff, Koi CBD products, which was great. The third time we did it, which was this last Wednesday, oh man, I decided to really do it right and make this amazing video production with audio, and I spent days working on it, and the audio wasn't playing on the monitor, so it shit the bed.
No excuses. We just fucked up.
And we got on late. Every time we're getting on late. So I would say, gang, if you do tune in at 4:20,
we're on stoner time. Okay,
it is stoner time. If you tune in at 4:20 and we're not live yet, come back in 10 minutes. We'll be live. Keep checking because
be ready by 4:20.
We're usually getting up there by 4:30. It's so sad. I think this time, right, we got to shoot for 4:15 or something. Jump in early and just chill for a bit and just wait till the audience builds, and then we can officially really do it at 4:20. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, we got to be there a little early.
We're learning because we're creating the graphics for it and getting everything ready up until the last second.
We have such hectic schedules that it's okay, now we got to stop everything and set this up for a live. So,
the digital signage that we're using, the animated sign that I made for each episode, that's going to be on our YouTube page soon. That's in all 56 of our stores. So that has to get up, and then we're using the same signage but in a higher res for our live show. It's just it's complicated. There's a lot of behind the scenes stuff going on here. And yeah, the live shows have been suffering, but I just got a bunch of new gear, and the live show will work swimmingly this week. I can't guarantee it, but I think it will work a lot better than the last 3. Just tune in on Facebook or Instagram and win CBD. It's one of the easiest prizes you will ever win because so few people know that we're doing this. Once that YouTube page starts, once we start uploading videos and stuff, it's going to be very hard to win these prizes. So now's your chance to win great CBD prizes, and sometimes they are hundreds of dollars worth of stuff.
Not to mention, you guys can also, earn your chance to win Catskill Hemp Co.
This week we're going to be giving away Catskill Hemp Co. CBG. So definitely tune in. And also, I think we're going to make Catskill Hemp Co., considering it's our brand, one of our brands, our specific brand that we make. We're going to be giving away Catskill Hemp Co. to everyone who wins. Not just whatever the CBD prize is for that week, we're also going to throw in a nug of CBG from Catskill Hemp Co. So every winner gets a nug of CBG. Just a cool little extra prize. In addition to whatever prize we're giving away that week, we're also going to be throwing in a nug of CBG from Catskill Hemp Co. CatskillHempCo.com if you want to see our strains and check out our lab reports. Really, really, really top shelf CBG and CBD. So, gang, if you are tuning in next Wednesday, which I hope you will be, because we're going to be here live on Instagram and Facebook Live, we'll CBD you next Wednesday. And if you're going to be listening to the next episode of the podcast, I would say go to cbdsourcepodcast.com. But if you listen to podcasts and you have a podcast app, we're on that app. But you can get to wherever you would listen to podcasts from through our website, cbdsourcepodcast.com. It'll always be there. It'll always take you right to where you need to go. Go to our website. You can get to our podcast and subscribe, because then you'll know right when we drop an episode. We usually drop them Friday nights. So tonight's is going to go up pretty late probably, because I've been doing so much stuff this week. It's like a last minute putting this all together at once. So tonight it's going live on Friday, late at night, I would imagine. Next Friday, probably the same deal. So I would say just subscribe, and Saturday morning you'll wake up and it'll be right there, in your podcast app to listen to.
So you have a weekend listen.
Exactly. And if you don't listen to it over the weekend, you got a Monday morning ride to work. Perfect listen. All right, gang, I'll CBD you next Friday.
Give the show a call at 1-833-223-4264. That's 1-833-CBD-GANG.
CBD Source Podcast is written, produced, and hosted by Cole Cheney. Graphic design, photo, and artwork by Ryan Weber, Johnny D, Kevin Bierfelt, Steve, and Cole Cheney. Marketing by Penny Spinazzola. Special thanks to our resident CBD guru, Akash Patel, our CBD Source Vape Lounge expert, Anthony Maltese, our C-Body Fitness instructor, Dani, our personal Cannabidiet CBD Chef, Ryan Weber, our CBD News co-host and vocal artist, Tasha Miller, and our CBD gang subreddit mod, social media maven and wrap-up girl Cass. That's me. Additional thanks to Caitlin, Liz, Ryan, and Kevin for lending your vocal talents. Want to be a guest on the show? Or do you have a great Weed Man van story? Or a story about your craziest experience with the munchies? Call us at 1-833-CBD-GANG. Again, that's 1-833-223-4264. And leave a message. If we like your story, we might play it on the show. Visit us on cbdsourcepodcast.com for all your links to social media, YouTube, and our message board, r/CBDGang on Reddit. Be sure to subscribe to the show on iTunes or wherever you get your podcasts. We'll see you next week.
Podcast or its related social media pages and interactions are for informational purposes only. The CBD Source Podcast does not offer medical advice. Its host, Cole Cheney, is not a medical professional. His experiences with cannabidiol and other cannabinoids are his own and may not affect you the same way. Everybody's endocannabinoid system is different. The statements made regarding CBD products have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. The efficacy of these products and the testimonials made have not been confirmed by FDA-approved research. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. All information presented here is not meant as a substitute for or alternative to information from healthcare practitioners. Please consult your healthcare professional about potential interactions or other possible complications before using any product. The Federal Food, Drug, and Cosmetic Act requires this notice.
Do you like or want to try quality, third-party tested CBD? Do you live in the New York, Pennsylvania area? We got you covered, gang. We're growing more each month, so check in with CBDSourceCenter.com to find our addresses and new store locations. While you're there, sign up for our mailing list. We're adding new stores across New York and Pennsylvania all the time. We may soon be expanding to a town near you.
Want to score free CBD? Sign up for Loyal and Save online or on your phone and use it whenever you shop at CBD Source locations. You'll earn points towards free products and other cool merch. Sign up for free at cbdsourcepodcast.com/loyal. You can download the Loyal and Save app on iTunes or Google Play. That's our loyalty app. Call Help designed it.
shut that dice, babe.
I can't.
Shut up, dice.
I'm chasing her around.
All right, everyone quiet, including dice.
Thank you for listening to the CBD Source podcast. This is how we CB do's it.